Morning everyone, at 6 o'clock, still pitch dark. I didn't sleep too badly, woke up a couple of times. I'm warm enough, which is good. Nice and toasty. I'm going to slowly start getting things together and think about heading off. I mean, I've got to get to Stamp Edge anyway. It has been raining. I don't think it is at the moment, but it does forecast rain, unfortunately, for most of today. Starting with showers and getting heavy later on. So that's another thing. I'm not sure I can really want to just walk in the rain all day when I really don't have to. So I'll see how I feel anyway. I'll show you the damage to my sleeping bag. Look at that. I just burnt it along the top there. A lot of the downs come out. Still able to use it last night, luckily. I don't know if it can be fixed and perhaps just that sewn up. I'm not sure. Annoying though, really annoying. I suppose, like I say, I'm just lucky it wasn't my tent. Phew, that made me jump. A few minutes ago I was just starting to get dressed. I was suddenly aware that there's a light coming down the hill that wasn't mine. So I switched mine off quick. I think it was just a fell runner or something going by. Just somebody out for a really early morning dark run. Maybe they're training for the spine race. Who knows? I've got lots and lots of bits of down everywhere, as you might imagine. Still seems to be pitch black out there. So I'm just packing up slowly without a cup of coffee, sadly. I don't know if the jet ball will work. I've a good mind to try it, but near the stream, so I've got plenty of water in case things go wrong. I did chance it. I did go and get some water and filter, and tried the jet ball on the bridge over there with plenty of water to hand. It's fine. It didn't burst into flames. The trouble is, where I yacked it across the stream, it's obviously bent the rim, so the kettle didn't sit on the top of it. So unfortunately I had to hold it on. You can also see the damage to the base where it's burnt. Like I say, it does still work, but I think I need a new, at least this bit of it, because it's not looking great, is it? But the upshot is I've got a cup of coffee, so I should be grateful for that. Oh, and I'm still alive, and I've still got a tent. That's a bonus as well. Lesson learnt, be very careful. Tell you what, the camping life is not always a simple one. Just filtering the water for today. Handicapping next to the stream. Not a bad little pitch, that. Just by the stream, in the cleft of the hills. All pitched up. That's where I was last night, no trace as usual. Well, might be the weeny odd bit of down. I did try to pick as much of it up as I could, but there may still be a few bits floating around, but it's a natural product, isn't it, at least? So, a bit later than I expected packing up. Just seemed to take longer this morning. So, going up that way, straight up. Lovely climb to start the morning off. Ooh, yeah. Nice view back down towards my campsite. Oh, that was an awful climb up. Just really steep over boulders, which is not the best when you've got a heavy backpack that's already pulling you off balance. Quite glad I didn't push on last night, because there was a slight bit of grass around the transmitter, but probably not enough to complete a tent. Plus I'd have had to have taken on water on board, carried it up that hill, and also I forgot that it's actually a bit more of a walk onto the top. Look, got this path and another stream crossing, so I think I made the right call. It was certainly handy having all that water anyway. honestly don't know what made my jet boil fire up like that. I wonder if it's because I do get a bit lazy. I like to be able to make a drink just leaning out of the tent instead in my sleeping bag. And I turned it so that the valve was towards me, but I maybe did unscrew the cylinder a little bit. I did that before and heard it hiss, so I tightened it up, but maybe I did that this time and didn't tighten it up, and so a bit of fuel spilled out. Who knows? But I am going to be wary in future, because that could have been very, very nasty. I've just got Sin's sleeping bag. The worst case scenario is replacing the jet ball in the sleeping bag, but I'm okay, my temp was okay. Sleeping bag, it was singed on the top, so I was still able to sleep in it fine. Just lesson learned. Be careful, folks. Just be careful, because these stoves, they can actually cause you some harm. This is going to be fun. Didn't look too bad to cross though, at least. It's just getting down to it. And then up the other side. I think I did well to stop where I did, because it's open here, but it's all this kind of long, tough grasses. So I suppose at a pinch you could pitch on it, but it wouldn't have been so good. And it's quite a long way to Stand Edge, so good call, I think, even if it's put me behind. But I don't think I'm going to get to Hebden Bridge on my feet anyway, because I'm going to make it like a 20-mile day, and the way I'm moving, it's not going to be that. So I might see if I can drop down, catch some public transport somewhere. I mean, it does go parallel with quite a few towns, so it shouldn't be too difficult. It's not too remote, this section, really. Swellens Reservoir. It's lovely at the moment. It does give rain most of the day. Ooh, the poles are catching on the bridge. Whoa. I remember this. Delightful little path around the reservoir. Remember this from last time I did the Pennine Way, although I wasn't really appreciative of it then, because it was at the end of a day I'd made about 20 miles. It was pouring with rain. I just wanted to get to the Diggle Hotel, so it's nice to see it with relatively fresh eyes and a bit of sun. Yeah, I think someone's fashioned a white arrow thing on the fence there, which is kind of them. Looks a bit bleak, doesn't it? Over there must be Stand Edge Cutting. It's very pretty round here, although we're starting to get to the industrial areas now. Here the Pennine Way crosses quite a narrow strip of moor between the larger towns. I'm just coming up to a road. I'm heading for Stand Edge and then cross over the road and head back into more moorland. There's a theme going on here, isn't there? Stand Edge is famous for its tunnels. There are several tunnels here for the area in the canal, and the canal tunnel is the longest, deepest and highest canal tunnel in Britain apparently. Right, headed back onto the moors now, and I'm going to be looking for a right hand turn coming up very shortly, which I'll need to take. Just an idea, Oldham Council. Make your kissing gates wide enough for a large backpack. It's a bit of a walk over. This is Millstone Edge. Sorry I can't do any selfie videos at the minute. Seem to have run out of storage on my phone, which is annoying because I did delete a load ready for this trip. It's a trig, the trig of Millstone Edge. And I've got it all to myself this time. Kaboom! Lovely views, but I've got a feeling that the clouds are coming over and I'm going to get some rain. Hope not, but it's looking very much that way. Right, this is a junction where the Pennine Way and the Oldham Way part ways. Oldham Way goes up there and the Pennine Way goes up there, so that is the way we'll go. Approaching a road now, and I can see the next part of the path climbing naturally up onto that bit of moor beyond. I've just was talking to a couple of runners and they asked me what I was doing, and a few walkers as well a bit further back, and they all expressed real amazement that I'm doing 3 days out here on my own and camping. And yeah, I suppose I would have been the same a few years ago, but I've just got quite used to it now. It's not really anything I find scary. Well, apart from when my jet ball catches fire, that was pretty scary. But apart from that, just wild camping and being out, just getting used to it now, which is good. Oh joy, another drop down and a climb. Not many of those on the Pennine Way. Ah, so we're in Lancashire now, are we? That's interesting. White Hill Trig. Black Hill yesterday, White Hill today. There's that mast, that radio mast that is near the lay-by near the M62, and I've just been told the snack van is open, so I really hope she hasn't packed up and gone home by the time I get there, so I could really do with some good solid foods to eat and a coffee. Too close, homing in on it. Yes, you're a beauty. Please be open. Please, please, please. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. well needed stop. Big veggie breakfast, 2 thickly buttered slices of toast, and a lovely large mug of coffee. Just what I needed. Unfortunately now it's raining, which I kind of expected, because it did give it, but it is what it is. So I'm plodding along, seeing how far I get, whether I drop down into Walsden or maybe even make it to Todmorden and then get a train to Hebden Bridge for my train. I'll see how things go, see how I feel, because it's another 13 miles to Hebden Bridge and I really don't think I've got that in me. Not in the daylight I've got left anyway. There it is, the M62, which we'll be crossing in a minute. It's busy. Here we go. The noise is indescribable. Where you're going, people? Bleak, bleak, bleak. Rain, wind, no view. Blackstone Edge. Unfortunately, the weather deteriorated considerably, and despite my waterproofs, I started to feel very cold. Here it is, the Edale stone, a medieval guide stone for travellers, some 600 years old. Originally it was 7 foot high, but over the years it's fallen over and the lower section has broken off. Like an early Pennine Way marker. And now we turn down here on this Roman road, very briefly. Yeah, this road's apparently Roman, so this predates the agate stone. Turn away from the Roman road now and take this track here. Oh, in rain. I knew it was coming in, but I kind of hoped the forecast would be wrong. It's cold as well. It's really not nice at the minute. Visibility is still fairly good though, but the White House probably is coming up. I'm just hoping. It is a lovely day on some days, so I might mind another sit down for coffee. We'll see, and I'm going to regroup and just make some decisions. The fact is, Hebden Bridge is still a long way away. I've got to get there before my train, so I'm actually thinking of dropping down sooner, maybe into Walsden, catching the train to Hebden Bridge so I make my train. So this is just not fun when it's like this. Not fun at all. Look at this. Absolutely throwing it down. I think it's setting for the day. And it's cold as well. I was freezing when I got to the pub. And if I drop down to Todmorden, it's another like 7 miles. And this, which I just don't feel it would be safe for me to do. So I've called a cab. I've called a taxi. Well, the pub were very nice. They've called a taxi for me, and it's going to take me to Todmorden, where I'll get a train home. Probably cost me an arm and a leg, but you know what? I don't care. I just want to be off this hill right now. So, okay, I didn't get to Hebden Bridge, but I got to the White House, which is it's quite far anyway. So thanks for following along. I don't know if the camera's even working. It's not showing anything on the screen. If it's black, I really do apologise. But thanks for following along. and I hope you've enjoyed it, Jetboy files and all. So I'll update when I'm down. Whew, it's been quite an eventful 3 days. I got to the White House pub, freezing cold, probably a bit too cold, had a coffee, thought I'd just walk to Todmorden. When I plotted a route, it was still 7 miles away, and then I left the pub, walked outside. It was just absolutely pouring. It was like a monsoon. I felt so cold, I thought it's just going to be silly. So I walked straight back in the pub and asked them to call me a taxi, which they did. So I came down to Todmorden, checked my train out, and my train had been cancelled. Luckily, I've managed to book another one, slightly earlier one. So fingers crossed that's not cancelled either. I've just had something to eat. I'm warmed up, and thanks for following along. It's not been entirely the adventure that I thought, with jet fires, biblical deluges, and whatnot, but it's been good actually. It's been character building, shall we say. Oh yeah, my iPhone's out of storage too. It just cut out on me. So I'll see you on another adventure very soon. Hopefully not quite so eventful. Just hope this train comes because they're all being cancelled. But it looks like mine isn't, so fingers crossed.